Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another live talk with Getty. I am your host, Preena, with the Getty Live Talk Forum as a part of hashtag Disruptive Education Movement. And we at Getty Live Forum actually invite people from across the globe, the education leaders, to come and deliberate and discuss. And also, we at Getty Life Forum, it was actually initiated by our mentor, Dr. Sunita Gandhi, uh, with the sole vision to transform education by sharing ideas for change. And we at Getty are committed to teachers' training and professional development uh, to facilitate learning, teaching, and sharing ideas. You can explore our website, that is gettylearn.org, to explore our course offerings. Well, today we have with us Ms. Mandvi Tiwari, who is working as an HOD and assistant professor for Faculty of Management Department in Maharishi Arvind Institute of Engineering and Technology in Jaipur. Well, she has contributed almost 13 years in the education industry and has published research papers at national and international level and also authored books on brand management and marketing management. And today she has joined us to talk on a topic that is understanding importance of right to information. A very warm welcome to you, ma'am, on our platform. And I would request you to please take over.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Preena, for giving me this opportunity. And it's a good platform to which we can share our ideas. So again, it's a part of the topic which I'm going to deliver a speech on, like right to information. So let me share a PPT for you. Yeah. Okay. So basically, it is very important to know few rights which are given by the government of India to us because we are living in a democratic country. As a democracy, part of democracy where we are taught in our junior classes, democracy itself means right to vote, right to choose, or right to gain some rights which are meant for us. These are the rights which help us to grow the country. So let's start with the word right. What basically this word right means. So rights basically are the legal and social or ethical principles of freedom or entitlement which comes with our birth. When we take birth, we get some rights of having education, right of having information, right of having equality, gender equality, which has been like a very hot kind topic of discussion these days. We consider women are equal to men. So right to equality is again a very important fundamental right. So rights are the fundamental normative rules about what is allowed to people or owned to people according to some legal systems or social conventions or ethical theories. So basically, these rights are the rights which we earn by from our birth only. So there were previously seven rights in our there are seven fundamental rights in our constitution, but right to property has been excluded now. So only six rights are left with us, like right to equality, as I told you, that we, being a woman or a man, we are equal. We have all rights to study. We have all rights to go for work. We have all rights to earn bread for our family. So right to equality is one of the major thing which we are following these days. Next come right to information or right to freedom. Freedom to express ourselves, to have an information about the system we are living in, or to have an information of the surroundings where we are living in. And third right is the right against exploitation. Obviously, again, a very important right. Wherever and whenever we find that our gender exploitation is going on or it's happening, we have all the rights to stand against that. We should not be a trap we should not get trapped into all these exploitation could be your gender exploitation, it could be your religion exploitation, it could be your region exploitation, anything. If you might have heard few years back in Delhi, northeastern state people were treated with a name called chinkies, which came into like it was a burning topic at that point of time. So it this thing has come under this topic, right against exploitation. No one has a right to exploit anyone in India, because we are a democratic country, because the government is by the people, of the people, and for the people. We are choosing government, it is our government, and it is for us. So we have all the rights, we have all the rights to enjoy all type of freedoms. Then next is right to freedom of religion. Yeah, we have all the rights to practice our religion, either we are Hindu or we are Muslim or we are Sikh or we are any religion we belongs to. So we have all rights to practice our religion. Third right is cultural and educational rights. Yeah, it again very important right, cultural right. We can follow any culture which we want to. If I want to marry some other culture person, I can marry that person. No one can restrict me, because in India people have that thinking, no, this person is Hindu, so he or she should get married into Hindu or whatever. So uh, we have this right to hold our culture, so to practice our culture and to follow any culture. Then next is right to education. It is again right to education. Everyone has a right, birthright, to have elementary education in a proper manner. That's why government has set up various schools. Government schools are trying to change their face from old school theories to new school theories. Then next is right to constitutional remedies. Constitutional remedies, like any problems which we face because of constitution or because of any xyz things, then we should go for right to constitutional remedies. Whatever remedies in constitution are mentioned, we are free to avail that right. I hope these rights are clear to you, or maybe I would be able to tell you what basic rights we are having. Now let's come to our main topic, that is what is right to information. Basically this right has come into existence after the freedom, because previously pre era of freedom, we were not that aware what information technology is. So continuously this act has been amending. In 2005 it is amended, then again in 2013 it has made some amendments, because nowadays flow of information from one person to other person is so fast and furious, you cannot even control. So there needs an amendment in the right, so that person should know what to be spread and what should not be spread. We say it's like a fire, like it's kind of a fire which is spread in a jungle fire spreads like anything. So similarly right to information act has to be amended again and again, so to preserve the right information to be holded in a particular time, in a particular flow, and in a particular manner. Then right to information act says that empowers all Indian citizens to seek information from public authorities. Public authorities are bound to tell us what are their policies, what are their action towards anything. Like nowadays coronavirus is like when it came into existence in various countries, then slowly and gradually the news about the coronavirus has been a new pattern to be spread of. Like if person was not having a proper information about how to deal with coronavirus, then the scene would have been different. Like WHO has issued some guidelines, You need to wash your hands, you need to wash your hands for 20 seconds, you need to cover your face with mask, you need to use sanitize, you need to make a distance of 6 feet from one person to another, or a social distancing. So if a person would not be having those information, then the scene would have been different, though the condition is not good right now also. But right to information has played very important role. Information from higher authorities, from public authorities, um, has been played important role in telling how this virus is affecting our lives. Let's go forward, which includes central state information from center, information from state, information from local government, information from parliament, judiciary, policies, etc. Under RTI, a citizen can ask a question, seek information, take copies of official documents, inspect government work and its progresses. We have all the rights because I told you in starting, we as an Indian are democratic. This is our government, by us and for us. So we have all the rights. Like a child asks from the parent, what मुझे क्या दिलाओगे, what will you give me? So parent provide best of everything to a child. When a child asks similar from the parent, similarly we can ask from the government, what will you do for us? How will you do this work, and how will it be be processing? Because processing and progressing is must. So we can ask for the official documents. Next, there are some important points which are covered under RTI. How RTI is helpful for us. So RTI has helped the citizen in following manner. It has empowered them, like empowered with the information, whatever is going in the society. It has made them aware of functioning of the government machinery, how the government is working. It made people aware about the government functioning. Then RTI has made citizens vigilant and made them more conscious about their rights and duties. People are more conscious about their rights and duties. This is right and this is wrong. We got a fine line between right and wrong. So we should be aware about what is right, how we should go to the government, how we should approach to the government for our questions. So we know through this RTI what are our rights and our duties. It has exposed various scams and helped citizens in making wise choice. Obviously, right to information is exposed various scam. If you know, way back in some 19s, there was a scam which was known as Chara Ghotala, happened in Bihar. So through this right of information, people were people got aware about these scams through, again, some people got exposed because of these right to information, and by choosing the wise manner to go and approach the government and ask the questions. Then there are few important features which were defined under this act in 2005, that every citizen possesses right to information. If you are a citizen of India, you have all the rights to know what my government is doing for me, whether they are doing things in my favor or not. If the things are in my favor and if the things are working in the way I want, then it's perfectly fine. If it is not mentioned that this thing or this thing comes under right to information, I cannot interfere in the working of the government. So there should be, every citizen possesses the right to information. The next is the term information includes any mode of information in form of records, documents, email, circular, press release, or contract samples or electronic data, anything. Nowadays, as we know that Telegram, and various tools are like this. Social media is also there, print media is also there, and electronic media is also there. So we have proper access to all these things. But and I also know that when people get some rights, they enjoy it, and sometimes they take disadvantage of the rights, which I'll be discussing later. Then, right to information cover inspection of work, document, record, and its certified copy and information in any other electronic mode. An applicant can obtain information within 30 days from the date of request in a normal case. If you want to have some information, you have to fill some forms. Within 30 days of filling of those forms, if the case is normal, you will be able to access the information which you want to have. There is no problem in accessing the information. Now, why there is a need of RTI for good governance? Because it helps us in maintaining public administration, how to administer the public. Like I am administering the students of graduation and post graduation. Similarly, our government has to administer whole society, whole people who are living, all the people who are living in the country, uh, whole economy they have to maintain. So it is very easy for them through this to have a public administration in India. The new legislation brought sensitivity, responsibility, accountability to develop the process in the rural areas especially. Because in rural areas previously people were not aware how the things are going on. They used to have very limited access to the information. But nowadays, if you will see, they have televisions. Every house is having television, radio connections, or they are having mobile connectivity, or everything is there nowadays in in rural India. We cannot say that they don't have access to. Even every house is having smartphones nowadays, because that is a need of our. But people are like, they are using it and they are misusing it, the technology. The RTI Act is a path breaking in controlling corruption and deals in the implementation of government sponsored program and in functioning of public authorities. So it helps in government sponsoring programs. Until and unless we are not having knowledge about what programs are government is conducting, and what programs we need to be a part of, then we won't be able to get a proper idea about that program, or we won't be able to take part in that program. So, with the help of RTI, people are able to know about all these things. What all policies government is implementing. There is a special program by government, which is run by bank. The banking sector has a special program which is known as RCT. Rural Self Employment Training Institutes are set up. RSETI, Rural Self Employment Training Institutes are set up to give people support to learn the skills. Maybe those skills could be artisan skills, those skills could be some painting skills, those skills could be some computer related skills. So these skills are run by the government banks so that they can educate government people in the batches, and they provide certificates for that. So this all has happened because of RTI only. The information and knowledge are critical for realizing all the human aspirations, such as improvement in quality of life. Before this act, the accountability of public authority was practically very low or minimal. The people who voted for the information of democratically elected government and paid taxes to finance public authorities or activities had no legal rights to know as to what process has been followed in framing the policies affecting them how the programs have been implemented, who are concerned officials associated with the decision making process and execution of the scheme, and why the promises made for delivery of essential goods and services to the poor have not been fulfilled. This all happened, this all has been done with the help of RTI only, because previously compiling that much of information was not that easy. Nowadays, compiling information is easy, and making people live better life is easy because of right to information. Then Let me just conclude this RTI Act, and then I'll be discussing how we are misusing this right to information. In 2000, RTI Act 2005, it is the significant instrument to access public information. It is a unique legislation that puts a common man in the same foot as of an MLA, MP, or any other member within the authority to seek accountability and an appropriation of the function of the government. You have all the rights to you have access to all the rights to gain information about the country you are living in, whatever functionings or whatever plans or whatever things the government is doing. You have all the rights, you have all the access to seek the documents from them. Now let's come to the point which is very much important these days: misuse of this right. See, when we get the right, when we get any rights, we get the rights to um, get abide by the rights. But people in India or wherever we, matlab, people in this world, they are not perfect. They use these rights and they misuse these rights. Like, people are spreading fake news these days about various problems in the world nowadays. You also know, and I also know, the coronavirus is like a, this pandemic has created and had made the lives upside down. And again, flowing the information which is incorrect about the incorrect about this virus is again a problematic. People are not going for vaccinations. uh, the below poverty line people are not going for the vaccination because they have mindset. People have been informed, if you'll take the vaccination, you'll die, or you'll have this problem, or you'll have that problem. It is having a side effect. It's my humble request from everyone: don't misuse your rights. It's not right. Whatever government is doing, whatsoever your government is doing, it's for you, not for himself or herself or for itself. It's like, similarly, through WhatsApp we come to know various fake newses. Through Facebook we come to know various fake newses. And through various platforms like Telegram we come to know various fake newses. But we should check the authenticity of those newses, and then only we should react. We should not react like anything. I agree, according to Newton's third law, that to in every action there is equal and opposite reaction. But we need to authenticate that action so that we can also take an authenticated reaction. Thank you so much from my side. This much I want to say. Please be safe, stay safe in your home. Don't move out unnecessarily, because still coronavirus is there. This is my side of right, which I want. This is my side of information which I want to share through this platform. Thank you so much. If any questions are there, you are welcome with that.
Thank you so much, Manvi ma'am. uh, where you talked about the basic objective of a right to information with discussing the other human rights. I think we all know that right to information, the main objective of this is to empower the citizens and to make sure that there is transparency between what is happening in the country, whatever
Yeah.
new changes are happening that the
Mm.
government is coming up, and making people more aware of it in real sense. And
Mm.
you also talked about the disadvantages just now, about how people actually are changing their mind by going through the fake news, uh, taking rounds on social media.
Mm. Mm.
Knowing and being updated is important, but I think knowing everything and not making sure whether the information is correct or not is,
Mm.
I think, you where you have to be more aware what you are reading, what you are sharing with people. Especially on WhatsApp, we know what kind of in messages we forward quickly.
Mm.
When
Mm.
we receive messages forwarded many times, now I think WhatsApp has given that option where you can see that it has been forwarded many times
Mm.
on the top. So sometimes there are certain news and piece of information that is absolutely fake. But
Yeah.
by the time we reach there, the public goes crazy without knowing the authenticity,
Hmm.
whether it is real or not. So maybe we can
Exactly.
actually take care of this and be more aware what kind of information we are sharing, what we are reading. Not everything is real, especially these days when we are glued to our phones and
Exactly.
doing everything online. So
Hmm.
we this is how we need to be careful with the information we are reading and sharing with other people. And we know we survive, we grow by accepting the changes happening around us, and we experiment them, and maybe we don't go along with it. Totally depends on what it is. So it's very important, whatever ideas the government or the other government bodies hold,
Hmm.
it should be shared with the public to know the real status or maybe the growth and development of the country.
Yeah.
That's important,
Completely.
was the crux about your session today. And that's very much important, that will control the corruption. At least we can begin. There's a long way to go, but at least we can start
Yeah.
and take the first step. And that in right to information is vital for for the democracy, for ensuring transparency. That's what we actually understood today. I think we don't see any questions here in the comment section, but we have viewers who joined us. I think overall a very informative session, ma'am. Thank you
Mm.
so much for joining us today and choosing this topic to talk on. We'll definitely connect very soon with some other
Thank you so
topic
much. Thank you so
to be
much.
with you. It's always a pleasure to have you on this platform.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
viewers. And yes, wishing you all a very happy International
Mm.
Yoga Day today.
Yeah.
Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll connect soon. Okay,
Sure.
thank you so
Thank you.
much, ma'am. Take care.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.